In this video, I will show you how to work with shortcuts or keyboard combinations in Empower. Additionally, I will introduce some tips for selecting elements in Empower charts. For this purpose, I have prepared this Excel file. A practical application for using shortcuts, which can save you time, is copying content from Excel. First, I can select this Excel range and copy it using the shortcut Ctrl and C. Then I switch to PowerPoint, where I have inserted a default Empower chart on this slide. This chart is intended to visualize the data I have selected in Excel. Therefore, I select the chart and press Ctrl and V. Now the data from Excel is inserted and displayed in this chart. This is how quickly I can transfer and visualize the content. In this case, Empower automatically generates an Excel link using default settings. If I want to edit these, I can do so here and further format the chart if desired. Additionally, you can also insert other elements from Excel into PowerPoint using the shortcut combinations Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V. Here, there are 4 cells whose content I want to insert into 4 similarly arranged text boxes. To do this, I select the cells, press Ctrl and C, switch to PowerPoint, select the desired text boxes and press Ctrl and V. Empower inserts the content of the cells. If desired, I can generate an Excel link for each text box with a click on this button, so the content can always be updated to the current state of the Excel file. Next, I will show you some tips on the topic of selection, meaning choosing elements in Empower charts. Therefore, I select this example chart and click in order to select a data point. If I now press the shortcut Ctrl and A, all data points of the relevant series are selected first. Pressing Ctrl and A once again selects all data points of all series. By executing the shortcut Ctrl and A once more, all data labels, including column sums and categories, are selected. Now I could format all these at once. If I want to deselect individual data labels, I can do so by holding Ctrl and clicking on them. This saves a lot of time as I don't have to select all desired data labels individually if I want to edit many at once. The shortcut Shift and click can be applied similarly. For example, if I select this data label, hold Shift, and then click on this data label of the same series, all data labels between those two are now selected. This also works across a series, so I can select this label, hold Shift, and then click on this one. You can imagine that a rectangle is now spanned within which all elements are selected. The shortcut Shift and click can be applied similarly in Gantt charts. Here too I can select, for example, this milestone and this task while holding Shift, so everything in the Gantt chart between them is now selected. Now I will show you a tip on how to quickly copy elements in Gantt charts. For this, I select this milestone, press Ctrl and move it, and then you will directly see which shortcut options are available. If I hold Ctrl and move the milestone, it is copied. I will now show you what happens when Shift or Alt is pressed while moving an element using this data label. This data label is currently poorly readable, so I want to move it. To do this, I select it and move it by drag and drop. If I hold Ctrl or Alt while moving, I can move the data label freely. If I hold Shift while moving, the movement takes place at right angles. This means that the data label can only be moved in this or that direction, meaning at a right angle to the starting position, no matter how I move the mouse. Finally, I would like to show you a way to access Empower functions even faster. If there is an element from the Empower ribbon that you frequently use, for example the Excel Link Manager, you can right-click on the corresponding button and then click on Add to Quick Access Toolbar. This PowerPoint native function allows you to add more buttons to the Quick Access toolbar here at the top of the PowerPoint window. If I click here now, the Excel Link Manager opens directly, even if I don't have the Empower ribbon open. This way, it is also possible to add multiple Empower functions to the Quick Access toolbar. If I now hold Alt, all shortcuts in PowerPoint are displayed on the respective functions or buttons. Now you see that the Excel Link Manager can be opened by pressing the key 6. I hope this video has provided you with an overview of the possibilities of using shortcuts in Empower and further tips for easily and efficiently selecting elements in your Empower charts. Thank you for watching and goodbye.